Bienvenidos, clase. Today, we will be studying the simple future tense. The simple future tense in Spanish is used to tell what you are going to be doing. When you form the simple future, you need three pieces in a very specific order. The first piece is a form of the verb ir, which is to go. The second piece is the letter a, which means to. And the last piece is an infinitive, which is the unchanged form of a verb. Let's take a look at our first piece, which is a form of ir, to go. When you conjugate ir, or you change it to go to the correct subject pronoun, the yo form of ir is yo voy. The to form is tú vas. The él, ella, and usted form is va. The nosotros form is vamos. The vosotros form is vais. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes form is van. Now, I know some of you might not have seen the vosotros form before, but vosotros is used in Spain instead of using ustedes. You can use either one, but Spain tends to use vosotros a little more. And since it's the only one that actually uses vosotros, you probably won't see it too often in your Spanish career. The second piece is the letter A. The letter A means to, and that'll be put directly after our form of ir. And our last piece is an infinitive. An infinitive is the unchanged or unconjugated form of a verb in Spanish. In English, we say to plus the verb when we're talking about an infinitive. We have some examples of infinitives such as hablar, which is to talk, estudiar, which is to study, practicar, to practice, comer, which is to eat, beber, to drink, vivir, to live, or escribir, to write. If you were to look up any of these infinitives in the dictionary, you would look up talk, and you would find hablar in the dictionary. Now, an infinitive is a verb that has not been conjugated to go along with a subject pronoun. So, for example, the yo form of hablar would be habló. Hablar is the infinitive. So let's put it all together. If we took the sentence, yo voy a estudiar, we would break it down to say, yo voy is the form of ir with its subject pronoun. So the verb ir has been conjugated to go along with the subject pronoun voy, which is I. Then we have our a for to, and estudiar, which is our infinitive. And it all turns out to be yo voy a estudiar, or I am going to study. Let's take a look at a few examples and see if we can try and get this. Our first example is, I am going to talk. Take a second and see if you can figure out which piece would be the I am going, which piece is the to, and which piece is the talk part. If you got yo voy a hablar, you'd be absolutely correct. Yo voy, I am going, to, a, and hablar, talk. Let's try another one and see if you've still got it. We are going to eat. Take a moment and figure out which of the pieces that go with which of the English pieces. If you got nosotros vamos a comer, you would be correct. You, informal, are going to write. Now, the informal you is the to form, if you remember from what your teacher has probably told you. So you need to find the to form of ir, plus to, and then the verb to write. The answer that we would come up with is tú vas a escribir. Tú vas is the you are going part, the to is the a, and the escribir is the right part. Let's do one more. They, all boys, are going to study. Take a second and see if you can figure out which part is which, and put it all together. If you got ellos van a estudiar, you'd be absolutely right. The ellos van part, they are going, a, to, and estudiar is your infinitive to study. Let's do one last one. She is going to live. Take a second and see if you can figure that one out. You should have gotten ella va a vivir. The ella va, she is going, a, to, and vivir, to live. Felicitaciones! Now that you have finished this PowerPoint, you can move on to the second part of the project, which is the worksheet that you'll be doing to help you with the third part of the project, which is the prezi. Adiós!